Right guys, thank you for tuning back in. So today we are going to be discussing dual carriageways. We'll also be discussing how we will be driving along there. So now we're on a normal road. We can see by the road markings on the floor. Normal road, double yellow lines on the side, bus lane on the floor. We can see the markings. We can see soon we're moving towards a dual carriageway. Now how do we know that we're moving towards a dual carriageway? We can see the divide, the solid divide in the middle. The solid divide in this case are the trees. So we can see the speed limit now becoming 40, and we can see we have 2 lanes here. So a quick look in your right door mirror to see who's overtaking you. We also acknowledge that we can see an average speed camera on the right. We can also see a cycle lane running on our left. We can see the mobility scooter that was driving or riding inside the lane. Looking ahead, we can see a bus. We can see the traffic lights on red, so mirror check, reduce your speed. Then quick look in your right door mirror to see what's going on around you. We're now looking at the traffic lights again and looking in our left mirror and right door mirror. The reason behind that is to see what's going on around us and to see any approaching hazards. I'm now looking at the end of the road where the bus is. If you cannot see the bus, pause the video and zoom in. It's at the top on the left hand side. That will affect me as I'm going up by the next speed camera. Now the speed limit's 40 on this road, but we need to travel at speed that's appropriate for the environment you're in and the road conditions. So you can go up to 40 if it's safe to do so, but travelling slower isn't an issue. So now we're looking at all our mirrors again as we're moving off, and we try and maintain a safe distance from the vehicle in front. The safe distance would be at least a 2-second gap if we are travelling at 40 or above miles per hour. So we're looking at our mirrors again and see what's going on around us. Now we can see a police car on the left hand side with its lights on, emergency lights. So let's make sure it's safe, but also be aware that the vehicle could move off at any point if it's in an emergency. Now there is enough space. We will remain in our lane, but we'll travel with a little caution. Lanes are wider now, so we're looking at our mirrors and we'll increase our speed to an appropriate speed. Now we are travelling currently at 30 miles an hour, 30. The maximum is 40. Currently that's a safe speed to be travelling at, and that's because of the road conditions and also what's going on in and around the area that we're driving in. So now we can see a sign telling us that there are roadworks. So they're telling us that in 800 yards, which is about 80 car spaces, we will need to reduce our speed, or there may be workmen in the road. Now the cones are not on the carriageway. Usually that's a good indicator that they're immediately in front of us. As we're going ahead, we've had to reduce our speed to less than 30, and that's telling us the lane on the right, I think out of these 2 lanes, one of them is closed. That's where that white car on the right is now. Now this is also telling us that there's a free recovery service. So if your car breaks down here, they will recover your car free of charge, not to your house, but they will take you off the main carriageway and park you on the side of the road. Now the new speed limit is 30, the old speed limit has been rubbed off, so you must abide by the lowest speed limit, which is 30 miles an hour. And the reason why the speed limit is lower is because there are roadworks and the cones are in the road, making the road narrower. So quick look in your right door mirror. If anyone was coming into your lane, you'd look again, and you look again one more time. Now the sign on the left is telling you that there's a hump in the road, so be careful if you're travelling at high speed or if you're carrying liquids. Now that's telling us, this sign here we will need to move on. Now we've got a slip road on the left to deal with first, and there's nobody coming alongside us. Now that's telling us that there is oncoming cars in our lane. So that sign was telling us, be cautious, there will be cars on our road, a contraflow system from that side coming into our lane. And that's exactly what it's showing us. The speed limit is still 30, and we can see the free recovery ends here. So they would actually park you on the top of that slip road and ask you to make your own recovery, or recover your own vehicle. Now we can see the lane. It's a contraflow system running in our lane on our road. Now if there was an emergency vehicle behind you, like an ambulance or something, they would turn off their lights and turn off their siren. You would not be expected to go into oncoming cars or block the road. So if you did see an emergency vehicle behind you, you would continue along this road at a safe speed until the driver could find a safe opportunity to go around you. So we check our mirrors again, and we don't go over 3030. Now the contraflow system is running, and it would cease over this junction here. And we can see this is a place where the contraflow comes in, over here. So from this point onwards, it's now back to our lane, and if we wanted to overtake the vehicle in front, we would move into lane 2. So the contraflow finishes here, and this is now the normal road, but it's still at the 3030 speed, and that's miles per hour. 30 miles per hour is approximately 5050 kilometers kph an hour. So now that the speed limit is changing, you are not meant to go over 30 until you go through this sign. You are now permitted to go up to 50 miles per hour. 50 miles per hour is approximately 80 kilometers per hour. And the reason why I mention both, you may be watching this video from a different country. Now we can see the maximum speed continuously reminding you on the lampposts or the street lights. Any information that's related to your driving, you will see at eye level. Now we can see the slip road sign on the left, the parking sign on the left too. That's telling us that on our road, the road on the left that you can see now is a slip road coming onto this road, and the shape of the slip road was identified to you by that sign on the left. Now this is telling you another slip road is coming onto your carriageway. It's very important that you look in your right door mirror and you make regular mirror checks, and you can actually look down the road now, but there is a kite further back. We're now looking our right door mirror because we are soon going to turn off. We are following the signs for Bradford, so we will be coming off this dual carriageway in a few moments. So we are going to take the slip road before the first exit. That slip road is like a shortcut to the first exit. You can go to the roundabout and take the first exit, or take the slip road to Bradford. So we would signal left from here. We would maintain our left signal until we exit onto the slip road toward Bradford, or take the first exit at the traffic lights to Bradford. Both of them excuse me, both of them go to Bradford, but it's faster, less trouble, and better traffic managed if we take the slip road, which we are going to do now. So left mirror check, and we come into our lane from here at the nearest opportunity. We then continue following the road ahead, remain in our lane. Our lane does not stop. There are no traffic lights in this lane, so we continue following the road ahead until, or there's a reason why we would need to change lanes. Now, quick scan of the crossing. The crossing looks clear, and it doesn't doesn't look like it's been activated. Now we are still on a dual carriageway, but the speed limit on this carriageway is significantly reduced. So now the speed limit is 40, and we can see the sign on the left telling us it's now at 40 miles per hour. So we would now look in our rear view mirror, because these lights have been on green for a long time. Now that bus may pull up by the bus stop. If he does, he will put his brake lights on. There we are. So we're now going to go round. A quick blind spot check, and then we carry on because we're going less than 40. Then left mirror check, and come back into our lane, watching his white van that's signalling to emerge. And you'll see with that lane change, although it seems simple, it wasn't. There was a lot going on. It's very important before you come into your lane, you make sure there's no obstructions. We can now see the traffic lights, they are on green. That means potentially they could go red. Now because they're on green on approach, it's only a matter of time when they change. So a quick rear view mirror check, see what's going on behind us, and there is no vehicle behind us. So if we do need to brake hard, we can do. We follow the road round, remaining in the lane that we're in. Rear view mirror check again, adjust the speed. We are now on a normal, domestic, built up area two-way road. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our feed.